Hello, Hivers. Welcome to Honeybee Stamping Hive, where creative buzz is always in the air. I am Tashana Lundy, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Florida, serving customers all over the United States. And today, we're going to be making 2 cards using the Weekend Adventures stamp set, the Pattern on Friendship stamp set, and the Weekend Adventures Designer Series paper and sticker sheet. So this is the sticker sheet here. And we're also going to be using the Designer Series paper. This is just a look at some of the paper in this pack. So this is what we're going to be using today. And we're also going to be using the Kendra's Card Challenge sketches. This is card challenge number 19. So we're going to be doing sketch number 1 and 2. Okay, so let's get started after we go over some buzzworthy business of the day. So we have our Farmhouse Florals paper pumpkin kit that's going to make 9 cards, and Secret C is going to be the classic stamping spot. Circle of the Seasons die add-ons that coordinate with July, August, and September paper pumpkin kits. This particular kit is going to come with an extra stamp set in the box. And I have a link in the description box below for you to sign up for the paper pumpkin if you haven't already done so, or you can visit my blog at honeybeestampinhive.com. Next, we have our Stampin' Rewards program where you earn 10% on all orders of $20 or more, excluding tax and shipping. You redeem your rewards on future orders. You track and save your rewards in your online Stampin' Up account, and those rewards do expire after 12 months of the earning date. Next up, we have our in-color product sale, 15% off of in-color products, the 2025 to 2027 in-colors. It's from August 5th to the 31st. So go ahead and click on the image on my blog at honeybeestampinhive.com, and it'll take you to all of the in-color items that are a part of this sale. Lastly, we have our mystery boxes. These are the medium flat rate USPS boxes that I have stuffed with new and used retired Stampin' Up products. I'm asking just $35 for each box. Shipping is included. If you're interested, send me an email at stampwithshawna@gmail.com. Okay, and that is all of our buzzworthy business of the day. So let's get started on our 2 projects. The first one here, card number 1, has a lot of pieces. Now, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Kendra's card challenge, but what you do, she gives you the cutting dimensions. You get 6 by 6 Designer Series papers, and you're going to make 15 cards. Each sheet of paper is cut according to her plans here, and then according to the card sketch, it tells you which piece you use from which piece of paper that you cut. So we're going to keep this close by because we're going to need that. So the first thing I'm going to do here is get our inside done. So I have a card base here of Cajun Craze. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We're just burnishing the score down with our bone folder. Then I have some 3/4 of an inch Designer Series paper. And we're going to put this at the bottom here of this Very Vanilla that is 3.5 by 4 3/4, and we're going to cut this Designer Series paper down to 3.5. Okay, so we're just going to get the inside done. And if I would have been thinking about it, I would have did the insides ahead of time since we're making 2 cards. But that's okay. The inside is very simple. There's no stamping. I'm just going to layer that in. We have that done. Okay, and so next we have our Very Vanilla. This one is 5 1/4 by 4. I think. Is it 5 1/4 or 5 1/8? Yeah, 5 1/4. And we are going to get all of our little pieces here from the sketch that I had to cut up. So we are going to put it in order like this. So the first piece, I believe, is going to be like this here. Then we have a yellow piece that will be here. And then we have This one is going to be like over here somewhere. So we have to try to get the right pieces to where they're going. Okay, so that's going to be like that. This one is going to be over here. And we need a green, something green. Okay, this is going to be here, like that. Then we have another. Am I missing something? Because those two go there. I'm missing one of these. Lordy, lordy. Okay, those are right. Oh, this is supposed to be yellow, that's why. I had it on the wrong side. Okay. And I don't know why I call that green, but the pattern, that's it, like this. So once you get everything like you set up to where it's supposed to be, we can start gluing things down. So I'm going to take this one. Oh. And I think I used the wrong side of the paper inside of the card. I was supposed to use the yellow side. Okay, we're going to put that about right there. Like so. I probably should have used my stamping seal, because that one I can move a little better if it's not in the proper place. So then we're going to get this piece and put it here. I got to pull it to me close so I can see if I'm getting it even. And then this one. And since this paper, I used the front and backs, I did try to mark out the side that I'm not supposed to be using. Okay, so that one is going to go about right there. We'll get this one. Yeah, if you can notice, I'm not putting as much adhesive as I normally do, because I don't want to put these down and then I have to move them. Let's put this one on. It's going to go right here, like so. Ooh, it's a little high. And then we're going to put this last piece down. Like that. Come down a little bit. It's a little too high. Now it's a little too low. Okay, now we have that done. Goodness. Now we're going to put this onto our card base. Just like this. And next we're going to do some stamping. So I have a stamp from the Pattern of Friendship and some early espresso ink. I cut out, I punched out, this is a 1 3/4 circle punch in Very Vanilla that we're going to stamp on. Just going to put that on there just like that. And then I have a Cajun Craze circle that was punched out using, what is this, the 2-inch circle punch. And we're going to layer this on to that. It's like this. Then we're going to get some Stampin' Dimensionals to pop this up on our card. Let me use up these dimensionals with sides here, these scraps, because they work just the same. Okay, make sure our card is going the right way, and we're going to just sit this right here in the middle like that. And for the finishing touch, I am going to add some of these Adhesive-Backed textured dots. They're part of the Wildly Flowering suite. I think these are still current, because I see it says 24 to 25. I think they carried over. I'm not sure, but we're going to use them anyway. So I'm going to put one here, one right there, and one right here. And that is that card done. That is nice. I love this rugged look. Okay, and the next card, let's get to that one. Card number 2. This one uses some of the sticker sheet. So let's show you again. This is going to be card number 2 here. So I'm going to sit this to the side so I can see it. And again, we're going to start with the inside. And I am going to use the correct side of our paper this time for the inside. We're just going to put this down here like this. It's the same measurements for the inside pieces. The card base is Early Espresso this time, but it's the same size, the 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Okay, and we're gonna just adhere this on with some Stampin' Seal. Whoop. Put this on the inside of our card base, just like that. Okay, and now for this one, we are going to take some Designer Series paper here. The sizes, I am going to have the link where you can get her PDF. It's free to download, and she gives you all the measurements, the cutting guide, and everything. So we have 3 like 1/4 inch strips here that we're going to just glue on, going across our Designer Series paper. I'm going to get my silicone craft sheet because we're going to have glue coming over the back of these, and I don't want it to get all over my desk. This one doesn't look too straight. It looks like it gets a little thinner as it goes up, but that's okay. We're going to use it still. So I'm going to put one here. I'll take this one, and you want to put a little bit of space in between them. Not too much, just, you know, just so you could tell it's more than one strip of paper. That's all. Just want to be able to tell that you have 3 separate strips on there. So we're going to put that on there like that. Then we have some Designer Series paper here that I've cut into a little banner. And we're going to just sit this on here like that. Oh, I like that side, but I think I'm supposed to use this side. I should have labeled all my pieces like ABC, because that's what each Designer Series paper has a letter assigned to it, and I should have labeled mine. Okay, so now I have that on there. We're going to take our scissors and trim off this extra that's hanging over. Now we don't need this part anymore. Now I'm going to adhere this to a mat of, I should have told you, this is Misty Moonlight, the blue that I'm using, those blue strips. And we're going to mat this down to some Misty Moonlight. Just like that. And we're going to put this onto our card base with our liquid glue. Just like this. And then I'm going to pop up this little piece from our sticker sheet. It's a little acorn to match the acorns in the designer series paper. I'm just going to put this right here in the corner. Just popped up like that. Next, we're going to do some stamping. So I have some very vanilla cardstock that I have bannered at both ends, and we're going to stamp taking the scenic route. This is from the Weekend Adventure stamp set. And we're going to stamp this right down here in our Early Espresso ink. Close that up, and then we're going to adhere this to some Early Espresso that I did the same thing. I bannered the two ends just to have a matte layer on here to make it stand out a bit. And then we're going to pop this up on some Stampin' Dimensionals. So let me get those again. Oh, this one is not cut. Where did I put my scissors? We need to cut these apart. Put these dimensionals right along here. Take the backings off and add this to our card. I got stuff sticking to my fingers, and this is going to go about right here like that. And then we're going to get our gems, our little adhesive-backed textured dots. Get my take your pick tool. We're going to add some of these on here. Oh, I guess I should pick it up. Just like that. And that card is done. Okay, so these are the two cards, the first two cards from the Kendra's Card Challenge 19. I will be making all 15 cards from the challenge, so look forward to that. So this is the first set. That's it. That's all. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I want to thank you for buzzing by the Hive today. Until next time, buzz you later. Bye.